The Grand Canyon, written by Mike Stark. A canyon so grand. In the high desert of northern Arizona is a canyon so big that we can see it from space. This dazzling place is called the Grand Canyon, and for good reason. A canyon is a deep valley with steep sides, usually formed by a river. The Grand Canyon National Park stretches across about 1,900 square miles, 4,921 square kilometers. In some places, the canyon is more than a mile, 1.6 kilometers deep. It can take 2 weeks to pass through on a river raft. The canyon walls are rusty red and yellow and are made from rocks that are millions of years old. The Grand Canyon became a national park in 1919. National parks are special places. The land and the animals that live there are protected. More than 4 million people visit Grand Canyon National Park every year. Incredible condors. Don't forget to look overhead. The canyon is home to giant, rare birds called California condors. California condors almost went extinct. There were just 22 left in the world in 1982. They were captured so they could breed in safety. Today there are about 400 living in the wild. California condors frequent the Grand Canyon during the summer, and several of them were raised in caves within or near the canyon. Formation. Time and erosion helped shape the Grand Canyon into what it is today. Erosion happens when bits of the ground are worn away by wind or water. For millions of years, the Colorado River ran over the land and wore away the earth. At first, the river water made only a shallow channel in the ground. Over time, it formed an amazing canyon. The Grand Canyon's walls have stripes of different colors. The stripes are layers of sediment that stacked on top of each other over millions of years. Each layer shows a different time in Earth's history. The layers are much like the layers of a cake. The river is like a knife that cuts into the cake and shows the layers inside. The canyon's layers give us a peek into the past and help scientists understand how Earth has changed over time. Scientists say the rocks at the bottom of the canyon are nearly 2 billion years old. Exploration. People have been coming to the Grand Canyon for at least 12,000 years. Groups of Native Americans camped, hunted, made tools, and grew food in the area. The region was home to many tribes. They built homes and other structures into the sides of the canyon. By the 1850s, the Grand Canyon was still mostly unexplored by Americans. They sometimes called the area the Great Unknown. In 1869, John Wesley Powell led a dangerous trip through the canyon. The group traveled on the Colorado River. It was the first recorded trip of its kind. Over time, More people came to the Grand Canyon to explore, photograph its landscape, and ride the river. The canyon became even more popular after it was made a national park. A Tale of Two Rims. The south rim of the Grand Canyon is the most popular and is open every day of the year. Across the canyon is the north rim, which is a 212-mile, 342-kilometer drive away. Fewer people visit because it takes longer to reach for most. The north rim is at a higher elevation, so it gets more snow. It is closed between mid-October and mid-May. Make your own adventure. Today, millions of visitors go to Grand Canyon National Park. Some hikers explore the far reaches of the canyon for weeks. There are even cabins at the bottom where visitors can stay. Rafting on the Colorado River is also popular. The Grand Canyon includes about 277 miles, 446 kilometers of twisting river. The water can be rough, fast, and rocky in some places, making for a grand adventure. People also love to walk on trails along the rim of the canyon. They marvel at miles of colorful walls and watch as sunlight and shadows move across the landscape. A natural wonder. The Grand Canyon is one of the most incredible sights in nature. Its land, animals, and history will always be protected. Everyone who visits this national park is rewarded with an adventure and a view unlike anything else on Earth.